Hello everyone, my name is Vitor Moita. I'm a second-year PhD student at North Carolina State University under guidance of Dr. Sang-Woo Kim. It is my pleasure to present my research at the Swine Research Forum. Today I'm going to present one of my research studies titled Supplemental Effects of Functional Oils on the Modulation of Mucosa-Associated Microbiota, Intestinal Health, and Growth Performance of Nursery Pigs. So the first week after weaning is the most challenging time for pigs because they can face different situations that they are not used to, such as separation from the sow, change of environment to nursery, change of diet from sow milk to solid feeds, behavioral stress from settling a new hierarchy, transport stress to nursery, sanitary challenge. And all of these situations can lead to impaired intestinal health, digestive problems, such as the post-weaning diarrhea, leading to reduced feed intake, weight gain, and consequently impacting the subsequent growth performance of the animals. Among all the available alternatives we have, such as additives, such as probiotics, prebiotics, we have also the phytobiotics, which they have plant origin. And today I'm going to introduce one of these phytobiotics that was recently developed, which is a blend composed by castor oil, which is the plant we can see on the slide, and the cashew nutshell liquid, which is originated from the cashew nut. The main active components of this oil are the ricinoleic acid from the castor oil, which has shown that has anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. The main component of cashew nutshell liquid is the alkylphenolic oil, which is composed of anacardic acid, cardol, and cardanol components. A blend of castor oil and cashew nutshell liquid was tested in this present study. Based on all this, it was hypothesized that increasing functional oil supplementation enhances the intestinal health by increasing the relative abundance of beneficial bacteria and reducing the intestinal oxidative stress, and thus improving the growth performance of nursery pigs. To test our hypothesis, the objective of this study was to investigate the effects of an increase in functional oil supplementation on intestinal health, growth performance of nursery pigs, and to determine an optimal dose level of functional oil for such effects. For this study, 40 pigs were used. The experimental diets were fed for 34 days based in 2 phases, and the diets were formulated meeting the NRC requirements. And the dietary treatment was an increased supplementation of functional oils of 0, 0.5, 0.75, 1.0, and 1.5 grams per kilogram of feed. The body weight and feed intake, they were measured at the end of each phase. The fecal score was measured every odd days in a scale from 1 to 5. On day 34, all pigs were euthanized to collect samples, and all the data were analyzed using SAS. Just a brief results. Regarding the growth performance, during the 34 days of feeding period, the feed intake and weight gain of the pigs were not affected by the increase in functional oil supplementation. In order to measure the oxidative stress parameters, we measured the MDA and protein carbonyl, and it was observed a decrease on the protein carbonyl concentration on the treatments containing the increase in dietary functional oil supplementations. However, the concentration of MDA was not affected. This parameter is relative to oxidative stress status, which is entirely connected on the introduction. In this slide, we put some of the present families of bacteria because we analyzed the microbiota. So in the microbiota, we have beneficial bacteria, we have pathogenic bacteria, and they can play a role impacting the whole growth of the animal. So in this slide, we observed a decrease in pathogenic bacteria such as the Helicobacter and Enterobacter. These are the families of the bacteria, and an increase on the relative abundance of Prevotella family. So, in conclusion, the functional oils enhance the intestinal health by increasing beneficial and reducing harmful bacteria. Hence, it showed potential benefits on the jejunal morphology and oxidative stress status, whereas without affecting growth performance. When supplemented at a range of 0.75 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of feed, provided the most benefit for pigs. So a more practical application, this would be a feed additive that we can include in nursery phases with the objective to reduce that impact that I mentioned in the introduction without affecting and compromising the growth performance throughout the whole nursery and then growth and nursery phase. We analyzed also some parameters that they are not able to see in a practical view, but they are very important to draw a conclusion about this product. Due to time constraint, I won't be able to discuss all the results, but thank you for the opportunity to be here. I would like to thank NC State University, my advisor, Dr. Sang Kim, and all of my lab partners that helped me during this trial. And I'll be glad to take any further questions. Thank you so much.